play that game.
No, do tell.
All right, Kevin. What is your mother's maiden name?
I'm not going to say that on the air, Chuck. That's ridiculous.
Okay. What is one of your friend's mother's maiden name?
Carter.
See, this sucks. I'm not going to play it. Well, okay. How can we do this then?
Did you just say Ookie Cookie?
No, I didn't say
that's another game, but I don't want to play
Okay,
that.
well, I'll do mine. My mother's maiden name was Devon, and my first pet's name was Duchess. So if it's a man, that would be your drag name, and my drag name would be Duchess Devon.
Very nice.
Which I think is nice. And it would also work as a stripper's name, and if you're a woman, you do the same thing. You know, your mother's maiden name and your pet's first name, and that becomes your stripper name. That would be your stripper.
I always heard the one where you pick your middle name and the street you grew up on, and that's your porno name.
Yeah, very similar.
Mine would be Arthur Hickory, which I think is fantastic.
That's not bad, yeah, because that implies wood.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It does, yes.
Right. I would have been, what was it again? Oh, I'd be Lee Dennison. That's kind of a weird little strange
Lee
to it.
Dennison, that sounds like a nerd. Yeah, that's like a nerd name. Lee Dennison.
That's a $6 million man. Lee Dennison. We can rebuild him. We can make him better, faster, stronger.
I guess.
Go gadget penis.
You say that to all the guys, Chuck. Right before you get the dick-flavored e-juice.
E-juice.
Oh, my God, dude.
You should have went and asked for, like, really obscure. You got Xerox flavor.
I'm surprised Justin didn't get his ass kicked. I mean, he walked into that vape shop with a cowboy hat on, and he started asking these questions, and the dude behind the counter was like 250 pounds, jacked up, covered in tattoos, and he's like, what the fuck? Oh, be careful, dude. Put that away, man. Are you going to really go hunting tonight?
I am.
Oh, jeez, dude. Put that away, dude.
I'm going,
you guys remember about the Polish guy that went into business making flavored douche?
No.
He was a Polish guy, and he was doing real good, and then he had a big promotion on going to be his all-time favorite douche, and he went bankrupt. It was tuna-flavored douche.
You know why Polish women don't use vibrators? It chips the shit out of their teeth.
That's ridiculous.
Do you know why you can't find any 50-cent pieces anymore?
No.
Why?
Polacks married all of them.
I don't get that.
Yeah, that's over my head. I'm only 5'7", so.
Well,
what's a 50-cent piece?
Aren't you Polish?
You guys wouldn't have any idea that you used to be able.
You paid 50 cents for a hooker back in the day.
You used to be able to get laid for 50 cents.
I'm catching on. I caught on.
Understood.
Jesus.
It's hard telling a joke when you got to explain it to ignorant people.
So our demographic over 60 just that hoot.
Hoot.
Everybody over 60 was like, oh.
The ones that are still awake.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Some guys are winking at their wives. That's how they met.
Maybe we should go on from 4 to 6.
I'm not the only one left alive that can remember when you could afford to live in this country.
I thought you were going to say when you could buy a hooker for 50 cents.
You just sounded like David Bowie just now.
I got a phrase. I was talking the other day, I was telling somebody, I go, way back, like, in the 70s, 80s, and they look at me, I go, yeah, when women had pubic hair, nobody had a cell phone.
Wait a minute, Chuck. You don't know what women in pubic hair...
Oh, you used to have to fight your way through the brush back in the day, man. It was one thing to get them to take their panties off. After that, man, it was game on. That's why everybody wore headbands back then.
So when
You'd be sweating getting through that shit.
So when Chuck says he went to the rainforest, little did we know it was a Cuban girl.
Oh, my God. Well, we've pretty much offended every race tonight, I think.
Tried hard.
No, but you guys, do you remember pubic hair? Not really.
Yeah,
no.
when it used to grow on me. I'm so old, it's falling off.
You've gone bald everywhere.
It's falling off of my groin and coming out of my ears now.
No, but I remember just things that they would look like little fake, little Afro wigs or something. It was just, it was crazy. It was honestly kind of crazy. It was.
Yeah, and now we got vape shops selling dick flavored vape e-juice. You know, if Chuck started vaping, Krispy Kreme guy here just told me next time he's out, he's going to look for Chuck's favorite, the chloroform flavored Cosby vape.
This guy does know me. You get chloroform flavor.
I just started.
See, we should do a bit on
You
that.
got anything that tastes like a Roar 714?
Yeah.
Lemon 714.
Yeah, whatever. I don't even know what that is.
I remember watching buddy eat 8 of those one day. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. And then
We used
you
to smoke them, believe it or not.
and then Chuck unshackled him from the floorboards of his van and took him home to his parents.
No, we used to actually smoke quite a bit before we went to high school. Jesus Christ.
I remember
I've
when I
done.
was young, we get all intoxicated. That's all I'm going to say is intoxicated with a very young girl. And
What the?
I was young too.
Okay.
I started out saying when I was young.
Okay.
Jay, maybe
And-
you shouldn't say this. I'm just saying, man.
Listen.
It's like
Well,
the
what
hidden
happened
Cosby
was-
tapes. Go on, I'm sorry.
Man, I don't know where this is going.
When I was very young, I got involved with a very young girl, and she got very drunk, and we left her on the doorsteps of her
yeah.
house.
Oh, yeah.
We just like carried her back, put her on her doorstep, like
Yeah. I got in trouble one time. One girl,
Horrible.
She threw up in a buddy of mine's bedroom. We were having a cake party, and she threw up and all over his like throw rug. So we literally rolled her up in the rug. no, the story gets good. We lug her outside and we put her against the side of the house. She's knocked out. She's passed out. She's covered in puke. About an hour or two later, a couple hours later, the cops show up because, complaining about music, this, that, and the other thing. They're walking around, they're flashlighting everybody, their ID and everybody. And I just remember the one cop walking around the corner going, and looking at my one buddy and goes, "And what is this?" And it's this girl all wrapped
Hey,
up.
hey, you
Rolled
guys,
up.
you guys want to hear an interesting true story?
Yes.
That was a
Absolutely.
true story.
Chuck talking about the girl throwing up reminds me of one time. I was a young dude, and there was an older girl. She was probably twice as old as me. I was maybe 16, 17, 18, and she was double that. And she used to come in. I'd worked late pumping gas at a gas station. She used to come in, and she was always messing around with me. And I messed around with her. And one night, she was in the mood, and so was I. And somehow we hooked up, and we're in this bar. And I wasn't even old enough, but she knew the owner, and I was drinking shots and beer with this chick, and she was experienced where I wasn't. And anyhow, we ended up in a motel room that she paid for, and I'm on the inside of the wall by the bed. She's on the outside, and all of a sudden I realized that some of that shit I put in my stomach was going to come out, and I had to get to someplace where I could go. Well, as I'm crawling over, it came out, and I puked all over this guy. She's cussing, wiping me off, wiping herself off, and I've never been so embarrassed in my life.
Did you get to do the nasty?
I'm so
course.
glad
That
you
was
shared that
awesome.
with us.
Thanks, Pops, man.
Did you shower before or after?
It must have been good to her because she came back for more on some
Oh,
other
the
days.
puking?
What?
Oh.
Yeah,
Ladies
she's into
and-
that. Yeah. Puke on me again. What's my name?
Who's your up, Chuck? Who's your up, Chuck?
Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Disgusting Hour with Pops.
Yeah.
That's a new segment.
You guys?
Yeah,
just-
yeah.
You
The
guys, you
Disgusting
guys,
Hour with Pops.
you guys just can't handle the truth.
Oh, hell, Pops.
And here you go. Someone says the quote of the night. Somehow this chick and I hooked up. Oh my God, you guys are a trip and a half, man.
Somehow. It's all that free gas you kept giving her. Ass, gas, or grass, right?
What kind of chick was it? Just saying, What?
Hey,
I would
listen,
have
Pops,
puked too.
Pops
Her
used to-
last name was Carter, so anything.
Oh, my God.
Oh my God, Pops just
Yeah.
won the show
I'm
tonight.
telling you, there's no way I could one up that. My God.
There is no stopping Pops, man.
Hey, listen, Pops used to get some serious ass. I'll tell you what. I was at our house in Wisconsin. I'm like 10, 11 years old or whatever. And he's in there nailing some chick.
Oh my
right?
God, really? We're gonna do this?
I'm telling you, straight
right.
up. I'm telling you.
Okay.
And
Close family.
and his other girlfriend
Who's
shows
your
up
mom?
at the door and like comes in. I'm just like, I'm
And
like
you're
10 years
cock-blocking
old.
At 10, you're helping him out. You're learning the game
I
already.
was trying to like help him out big time, man. I was trying to push her out the door
Get
and stuff.
sick, fall down, hurt yourself, anything. Yeah,
and she's
yeah.
like, "Oh, where's your dad?" He's in there, and I'm just like, "Oh my God!" And this is how it happened.
How'd you get rid of her?
The chick I was nailing got off the bed, went out, made another bed out of the thing, and put the broad that came in, who was half-ass drunk anyhow. She put her back in bed and came back in, and we finished the job. She got up in the morning and went home. I went in and crawled in with the other one in the morning.
Oh my God.
That's how it happened.
He's not lying. He's not lying, man. He's
Jay
not
videotaped
lying.
it all.
Pops, you stole the show tonight with that.
He's not lying.
I mean,
This
I
dude
pulled some
is.
shit off before, but I don't know if I pulled something like that.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, this
Nicely
is
done.
my childhood.
This is nicely done. It's like growing up in the grotto.
want-
What are you? You Hefner's kid?
Peter Grant, if you're still listening, I'd like to write my autobiography, and I'd like to have you help me do it.
He would be your ghostwriter, if I'm not mistaken.
My ghostwriter.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I don't know if he's up for that, though, Jay. He seems like a pretty stand-up kind of guy. I don't know if that's the kind of story. Although all of his stories do end with a happy ending.
And stinky.
Yeah. You're minutes away.
Stinky. And stinky.
Sounds like money to me, dude.
Cha-ching. Telling you
yeah.
what.
Pops' Tales of Tail. There you
Yeah.
go. Tales of Tail.
And
Tales.
Chuck's Tales of the Woods. Sorry. I love that
Hey,
button.
listen, Pops was like a salesman. When I was young, he always wore suits, tie. He'd go to the bar and he would come in after work and he'd have like a suit and a tie on. And he was like,
Suave.
the chicks went nuts over him, man.
He's a handsome young man, a handsome gentleman. Not like his son.
Well, no, he's old
know.
now. But
He's handsome. You could see it in his eyes, man, when he smiles. Pops was. I'd like to see some pictures of Pops when he was younger. I've never seen any. I've known you guys for 5, 6, 7 years now. Never seen a picture of Pops when he was younger.
really,
Never once.
I got one of them naked.
I sure you do, man. You got one of him naked with Miss Carter, apparently.
No, Jay was the videographer back then.
Yeah, that's how you learned your skills. Well, listen, ladies and gentlemen, we got less than a minute before our next break. We are up against a hard break here. It's the Kevin Holly Show. Check us out on Twitter at Kevin Holly Show 4. Hit us up. We love to read tweets throughout the show. If you're listening on Mixlr, go ahead and chat us up too. We also we have an open phone line for the third hour. If anybody wants to call in, it's 727-237-6010. Also, you can call Homeless Chuck anytime after the show is over. He's up till like 6 in the morning.
I was up to 4 last night.
Yeah, so just go ahead and hit him up anytime you want. But anyway, we'll be back here after this last break for the third hour of the Kevin Holly Show. Thank you for listening. We'll be right back.
Well, if you wanna sing country music these days, and you wanna have a chart-topping hit, you can't sing about crying, you can't sing about dying. You just gotta sing truck, beer, truck. Truck, truck, beer, 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 truck, 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 beer, 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 truck, 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 beer, 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 truck, 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 beer, 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 truck. You can't sing about heartbreak and pain, and you can't sing about a lonesome old freight train. You can't sing about hard living or prison. You just gotta sing truck, beer, truck. Truck, truck, beer, 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 truck. You can't sing about women or cheating. It ain't called cheating, it's called competing. You can't sing songs about the South. All you can do is run your mouth. You just gotta